Okay, so basically in Lal Kitab, what they have done is they have done away with the nakshatras. So there are no nakshatras, calculation, no sublord, all those things are all out. Okay, Rashis are also taken to a bare minimum. Okay, very bare minimum. So uska bhi it is out because they follow the Kalpurush Kundali. So it is first house, first Rashi, Aries. वैसे वो हिसाब से रहता है. And there is also a system where eighth house and eighth Rashi is also considered same. So even if the eighth Rashi is in the fifth house, it can also sort of draw a parallel to the eighth house. Or let us say a Lagna is eight, that can also be considered as eighth house ka effect. So 8 can mean 8th Rashi also and 8 can mean 8th house also. So many a times it comes together, but at the moment don't get bothered with that. So basically they have done out with the nakshatras, they have done away with the Rashis. So main focus is on planets and houses. Okay, planets and houses. So understand that, and this is the same thing, you know, as I go along, you'll realize what I've been saying about Potli is going to come repeated here again and again. So here they concentrate totally on the Karak Tattva of houses and Karak Tattva of planets. Once you understand that, I feel a huge amount of the basic groundwork is done. Okay, so in today's session, I will cover up all that is required to get that basic understanding. Because how to use it, that they have not taught me as yet. So today what I'll be sharing with you, what is basically the grammar part of it, the background part of it, okay, which is very important. So first of all, like I said, first point was only planets and Rashis, planets and houses, very little of Rashis. Second, you have to understand the Karak Tattva of planets and houses. So what I'll do is I'll now share with you one of my this thing Word document which I made. I'll send the document later on, but I'll just show you this first. Can you all see the screen? The document. You can see the Word document. Is there, no? Okay. So basically, there are few components which are very common. I'll just highlight those first. Like Jupiter, Kismat, you know, Kismat and Hawa. These are the two things which are resonant. Everything is there, but I'm telling you the ones which are more commonly used, what I've come across. So Jupiter ko Kismat bolte, Kismat ka grah. Okay. Jupiter is also Hawa. So Hawa also means Sa. So anywhere you talk about air, you know, or volume, that is Jupiter. Okay. Sun they consider as a soul or the Atma, and also Tamba, copper is also considered a karak of sun. Baki ka other things are also there. Moon, like always, mother is there, and water. Okay, water, flowing water, water is again moon over here. Venus has got, Venus they consider a mitti. Okay, so how I've remembered is V को ऐसे दो दांडी डाल दिया तो मिट्टी M हो गया ना मिट्टी. So Venus is mitti. Or other thing is Venus is also wife. So like it is said that Adam and Eve was made from the rib of this thing. So it's something that registered in my head. I'm just sharing that. So Venus is mitti. Venus is wife. Venus is also money. Lakshmi, whatever. Okay. Mars they consider as brother. Okay. Amongst all the other things over here. Mercury is very similar to what we do in Potli also. Round object, intellect, green leafy plants, hare sabut ki dal, that is Mercury. Mercury main thing is glass. Okay, here very often they consider Mercury as glass and Mercury as the daughter or sister. Mercury comes very often as the daughter, very often as the sister. Other than the mother and the wife, Mercury can take that role. Okay. Saturn is snake, sap. Okay. Saturn, if it is by itself, it is called as a न्यायाधीश में उसको क्या बोले न्याय का देवता. But if it combines with Rahu Ketu, together they make what is called as the Pap ki Potli. Papi Potli. Okay. Rahu, Ketu and Shani. Rahu mainly considered as Dhua. Okay. And Ketu mainly considered as the sun or the dog. Okay. So why I have specified these 2, 3 points only is when we come to that friend enmity samaka thing, no, this might help. Like, for example, which I told you last time also, like Mercury is mitti, or Mercury is glass, and Jupiter is hawa. So when hawa comes, वो कांच को उड़ा के फोड़ देगा. So basically, Mercury considers Jupiter as an enemy, but Jupiter considers Mercury as equal. कि तू उधर खड़ा है तो भी मैं उड़ा सकता हूँ. Something like that. This is how I made that story, because the justification इधर है ही नहीं है उसका. So anyway, this is what it is. This is basically the karak of the planets. As they are growing, I am adding on to it. These are the karak of the houses. It's slightly different from here or there, but like sixth house is considered as patal. Okay, patal. Second house is considered as the dharmastan. So on and so forth. So let's not get too much into this, because I'll anyway share this with you. Okay, so I'm shutting this. Next one I wanted to show was, yeah, next we'll talk about that complicated chart which is there. Can you all see this chart? I think I've shared this chart with you all. If you all don't have it, I'll share it again. Now this baju mein, that thing which is sort of pradakshina sort of a thing around it, that is the complicated part. Okay, complicated part in the sense they have 4 different tables, and to sort of by heart them and understand them was a big task. So I've made it in such a way that you can very easily identify, which I had explained last time also. So anyway, in any house, a planet can be exalted, that is uch, debilitated as a neech, and it can be in its what is called as a pakka ghar. Pakka ghar, you can take it as a significator. Wo ghar ka significator. Till now we had planet ka significators or object ka significators. Here it is ghar ka significator, that is called a pakka ghar. Okay, and you have what is known as a swarashi. You understand? Swarashi. So basically there are 4 elements. So if you see the nomenclature I've given here at the bottom, uch, neech, and like I said, PQR. So P is for pakka and R is rashi. So left is pakka, right is swarashi. Okay. So here basically if you see here, I have written the nomenclature also. Now this chart actually I have made so that I can put it up on the wall. It's here actually. I don't know whether you can see it. Can you see this? It's the same chart. I've just put it on a sunboard and I keep it here by the side. That's why all this is there. But otherwise, ye beach mein that kundali which is in question is going to be put here. Okay. And let's say there is any, what is it called, planet in first house. You just have to see here and see whether the planet is uch, neech, pakka or swarashi. Okay. Basically, like I said, uch and neech is basically like what I told last time. If you go to somebody's house and they treat you like a king, then that's like saying uch. So you will also give something good. You'll give back good. If you go to somebody's house and you are at the door only, they open and say, "Ha, kya chahiye?" That is neech. So your resonating will also be bad. Pakka ghar is like you're staying in your own house sort of a thing. So if you're in a pakka house, so you'll again give this thing. So basically, if it's a uch, if it's a pakka house, or if it is a swarashi, that planet will deliver better. Okay. And if it's a niche, obviously it will not deliver the goods properly. So this actually covers those 4 tables in this fashion. And after some time, I wouldn't say I remember, but slowly aane lagta hai. Like for example, by default, malum padta hai ki first house mein Surya uch hai and Shani neech hai, and 7th house mein barabar ulta hai. Shani uch hai, Surya neech hai. So thoda after some time it will get memorized, but till that time we'll have to depend on this table over. Okay. Okay. At this point, I'll just stop. Anyone wants to ask anything at this point, ask. Nothing, no? Should we go on? Bobby, you'll have to unmute. Bobby, unmute. Unmute. Bobby, you'll have to unmute.
उच्च कसा कळला मला ते लक्षात येत नाहीये.
काय?
जो स्टार, जो प्लॅनेट आहे कुठल्या घरात उच्च कुठे आहे? I have not understood that. How it is understood uच्च?
There are 12 houses, 9 planets. Okay, they will be put in any composition anywhere. Barabar? They will be put in any position. Let's talk about sun. Sun can be in 1 to 12 house मध्ये कुठे पडलेलं असेल.
बरोबर आहे, बरोबर.
Now it is like saying, let us say, let's look at it this way. Let us say you are staying in a colony of 12 flats. You are one of the flats and there are 11 others. Okay. Let us say you go to house number 1. They'll say, hey, Bobby, come, please have a cup of tea or something like that. What is your position in that thing? Just tell me high or low. High?
High.
Okay. Okay. You go to flat number 2. You know, they say, they'll open the door. Huh, what do you want? Yes, you are your upstairs neighbor. Huh, what? Okay.
Agree,
Okay.
agree.
Niche. Okay, similarly with that. So basically, how you are treated in that house is how you will reciprocate. Suppose you come to my house and please come, what will have tea, coffee, have this new biscuits or something. You will want to give back something to me, you know, whether it's a goodwill, a good gesture, or mere paas ye naya pen liya, ye le tere liye, you know, something like that you will want to do. And if you come to my house and I have to shut the door on your face and chal bye karke, you might, you know, curse me and just go away, sort of. You know, gaali dekh ke nikal jaye.
Can you just show on sample chart?
I'll show.
Not this one that you have shown, but konache Rashi's chart.
And like that you will not understand. But 1 minute, let me see. If you have not understood what I am saying over here, you will not understand what I am saying. Just 1 minute.
But how does it represent in the chart?
I'm trying to locate something.
Okay.
I had actually made one exercise chart for all of you all, but I don't know where I've kept it. I need to open it in Photoshop. Rashmi, you can hear me? You can hear? Okay. Now, can you see this chart? Okay. This Okay.
Correct.
Now, this is a chart. Actually, I have made those 22 charts and I have put it on this template. But since you all don't use Photoshop, you all will not be able to use it because ek ke upar ek karke maine 22 chart dale. That's how I was practicing. But anyways, now let's see. What do we see? That in the, now look at only the houses, okay? Don't bother about the Rashis. So in the 5th house, we have got Mercury, Venus, Sun. In the 6th house, we have got Mars, Saturn, Rahu. And in the 11th house, we have got Jupiter, Moon. And in the 12th house, we have got Ketu. Okay, let's start from Ketu. What is the status of Ketu in this house? So it is, see, first understand this. If I have written something on top, it means the status of that planet in the house is Uch. Nahi Neech. Or it is in the Pakka house, or it is in the Swarashi. So basically, if you see Ketu, in these two things, where do you see it? You see it on top.
So it is
Uch. So what does it mean that Ketu in the 12th house, Ketu is Uch. So it is like you have come to my house and I've given you a cup of coffee and you want to give me a ball pen in exchange, whatever. So the friends. Okay. आता इकडे आलं Mercury, Venus, Sun. Mercury इकडे कुठे दिसतंय? नाही. ना उच्च नीच nothing. Forget about it. Venus नाही दिसत. Sun पक्का घर, right hand side. सूर्य का पक्का घर. राशि ना fifth. स्वराशि. So sorry, not पक्का घर, स्वराशि. बरोबर. So it's in a good position. There is something called artificial planets, which I'll tell you sometime, that you'll understand how these combination also make a planet. That I'll come to in 20 minutes. Now you come to this house, Saturn. Saturn इकडे कुठे दिसतोय? नाही दिसत आहे. Mars कुठे दिसतोय? इकडे नाही दिसत आहे. Rahu कुठे दिसतोय? इकडे हो, उच्च आहे. Moon. This is the 11th house. 11th house में Jupiter दिसतोय? हो. काय आहे तो पक्का घर मध्ये. Moon दिसतोय? नाही दिसत आहे. You understand? This is how it works. Okay. So now I'll go back to what I was saying. So basically, because once you understand this table, it will make a lot of sense in discussing. Okay. So I'll just go back to that chart. 1 minute. It's not getting very late for you all, no? Okay. So now this chart, what you see over here, this a बाजूला असं प्रदक्षिणासारखी लावून ठेवलेली आहे. That is that entire 4 charts I have put it in one chart. So you don't have to by heart. Now just now like we realized that Ketu in the 12th house was Uch. Now if this table wasn't there, you would have had to memorize the Uch ka table, the Neech ka table, exalted ka table, the debilitated ka table, the Pakka house ka table, Swarashi to we know. But like here if you see, there are 2 houses, Pakka houses, Venus and Mercury का Pakka house है. यहाँ देखो तो Mercury and Rahu उच्च है, Venus और केतु नीच है. ऐसा कितना याद रखेंगे ना? There are too many things and we are still very raw in all these things. So to remember, that's why I have made this tabulation. समझ लो? Okay. So basically that is the Pakka, that all that thing. Now there is another very important component, which is the friend, enemy and summer. Okay. So it is again similar to what I said earlier. If friends, enemies and summer, it's very common sense that if you all are friends, you will work together and produce something good. If you all are enemies, then obviously takkar rahega. Summer rahega to kuch nahi, hi bye like that. It's like saying maybe if you're walking on the road and you meet a friend, you'll maybe hug each other or shake hands or pat each other or something like that. Okay. Enemy rahega to you will about turn karke dono do disha mein jayenge. And summer rahega to hi, good morning and out. So that is how the planets are working. That is how they expect the planets to work and give the result. Now, iske andar there is a twist over here that you may consider me as a friend, but I may consider you as my enemy. Or you may consider me as an enemy, but I may consider you on par somehow. So it's again a very complicated thing to remember all that. Okay. So I'm actually in the middle of making up a story whereby all this is remembered. Like how I said that Mercury is glass and Jupiter is हवा. तो हवा के कांच को उड़ा देगा तो कांच फूट जाएगा. So कांच क्या बोलेगा, तू मेरा शत्रु है. So Mercury considers हवा as a शत्रु. हवा क्या बोलता है, तू कितना भी बड़े होकर खड़े रह जा, मैं तेरे को उड़ा जाएगा. So it's saying that I'm equal to you. So like that I'm trying to weave a story. Once you understand the story, whenever you hear of Mercury, you'll remember glass. Whenever you think of Jupiter, you'll remember Hava. So once that story is ready, maybe by next time I will narrate that and that will help you to remember things. But as of now, I'm still dabbling with that. So, but the way you read this table which you see here, okay, is from the main Lal Kitab ka translated version. I've retyped it out. Okay. There is a way in which to read this. That is where the problem happens. Like last time I told you, it is like a ulta sat or like a Hindi 8, like let's say, ki right to left to top. Say Venus considers moon as neutral. Sun considers moon as a friend. Rahu considers moon as an enemy. You understand? Abhi, let's take something together. Let's say Mercury and moon. Okay, let's take Mercury. So Mercury considers moon as a friend, but moon considers Mercury as an enemy. So this is how you read it. I have made another table. Let me see it. Now, can you see this new table which has come up? This dewdrop quality. So here I have made it in a more simplified way, if required. Basically, red is enemy. So if I'm shooting an arrow at you and it is a red color, that means I consider you as an enemy. If I'm shooting an arrow at you, the arrow, the bulb at the end is arrow. Okay, it's not an arrow. But if I'm shooting an arrow at you and there's green at the end, I consider you as a friend. So I'm extending a hand of friendship. If the thing which I'm shooting at you is blue, I consider equal. So just now which we saw, I think Sun and Mercury we saw, no? Moon and Mercury we saw, no? So moon considers Mercury as an enemy. And idhar se malum padega, Mercury considers moon as a friend. Same thing if you go here to Mercury and moon, and I have put it in the same order everywhere: Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Rahu, Ketu. So anywhere you go, the sequence will come. So Mercury and moon, if you go to see, so Mercury considers moon as a friend, but moon considers Mercury as an enemy. Okay, we'll go back to the original chart and let's see if we can remember that. So basically Mercury considers moon as a friend and moon considers Mercury as an enemy. Barabar, same tha na udhar. So that I've made it into a, let's take one only so that let's check whether I've made a mistake. Moon considers Mercury as enemy. इतना ध्यान में रखो तो उल्टा आ जाएगा बरोबर. Moon considers Mercury as an enemy. Can you see this? Moon is extending a red bulb towards Mercury. So Moon considers Mercury as enemy. Mercury considers Moon as a friend. It is shooting a green arrow towards it. समझ में आया? Have you understood this chart? If you understand how to read this chart which I've made, it will make your life very simple. बरोबर? Rashmi understood? Dilip का कर दे? Yeah. Okay. Now, so basically this is the friend enemy sum ka thing. Now there is something called Masnui Graha. That is the artificial thing which I was telling you earlier on. What is the artificial Graha is basically what they say is one planet can be represented by two planets. And last time, if you remember, I told you that colors also. You know, blue and green will make red, whatever it is. I am bad at that color combination, but whatever it is, you can look at it that way also. But two planets represent one planet. Okay. So basically, if you have two planets in the same configuration, which we'll see just now, they can be considered as this planet. I'll explain it with the example and it will be easier for you to understand. Now just look at this Masnui Graha ka chart. Okay. So basically, these are the planets. These are the colors which we know of. There are just some additional colors over here like Mars Bud and Mars Nek bolte. Mars Nek is Mars good. Mars Bud is Mars bad. So uska thoda color mein thoda farak hai. Mars Nek is blood red, which we normally consider. Mars Bud is considered as rust. Okay. Others, most of the colors we are same thing what we use over here. Venus they consider as curd. We consider as silver. This is broken white sort of thing. Now see this. What they're saying is Masnui Graha are basically artificial planets. So they're saying Sun plus Venus together makes Jupiter. Okay. So in a way you can look at it this way. Sun if you consider as orange and Venus if you consider as off-white, yellow or orange and off-white can make yellow. You know, ऐसा देख सकते हैं maybe. So anything you arbitrate, you see like Sun plus Saturn makes Mangal Bad, Mangal negative. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is in your chart, suppose let us say you come across a combination of Rahu Ketu. So sorry, Rahu Ketu तो एक साथ नहीं आएंगे, but इसमें आ सकते हैं. By the way, Rahu and Ketu are never need not be opposite. They move in Lal Kitab. But let's look at it some different. So let us say you see Saturn and Mars seated together at some place. So that can represent Rahu. So you know, like here, just now I was explaining, we were saying that let us say in this house, some planet is not there, but there is. Let's say Sun and Venus as Jupiter. Okay, Sun and Venus equal to Jupiter. Okay. Now let us say in the 11th house, Jupiter is not seated there, but Sun and Venus are seated in the 11th house. So Sun and Venus together make a Jupiter, and Jupiter over here is in the Pakka house. So Sun and Venus over here will perform well. You understand? That is the beauty of that Masnui Graha.
Manish, could you repeat this, please?
I'll repeat. See, like for example, Sun and Venus is equal to Jupiter. Abhi, why don't ask me? I don't know that. Okay, so it is written that whatever Premchand Joshi had written, you have to follow. So Sun and Venus together is Jupiter. Now let us say 11th house mein, you have got Sun and Venus over there. So Sun and Venus, you see that which needs thing udhar kidhar bhi nahi. So then you would say what does it signify? But Sun and Venus together make a Jupiter. And if you see in the thing, Jupiter is in the Pakka house. Whatever. Trust me, you're going to fall asleep, I think. That's why 2-3 times I'm calling you. What?
इतने ध्यान से सुन रहे हो.
Okay.
See, I did all that charts na. So this concept is clear to me.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So this Masnui thing is a new thing. So वो chart के अंदर जिधर वो नहीं आता है amongst those 4, then you have to see this Masnui Graha. Like what I told you right at the beginning. This is all the groundwork. Till now, we have not done any analysis as such. This is just the groundwork which we are talking about. So that was Masnui Graha. So उसका भी chart है. Okay. Now these are the 5 components which are comparatively small. I will need another half an hour to complete it. Is it okay with you all? Yeah. Okay. So basically now there are 2 components which are the most important thing I feel. This just now what we did was very important because it is the Karak Tattva of the planets and the houses. So very important. Second important thing in this are 2 things. One is the aspects, drishti, which are different from our drishti, but in some way you'll realize that वो पोटली के आसपास ही है. In some of the 120 degrees भी है, 90 भी है, but they call it as something else. And second thing is basically that there are some like templates जैसा horoscopes. ये अंधे ग्रहों की कुंडली बोलते हैं. Okay, या ये धार्मिक कुंडली बोलते हैं. So there are 4 or 5 types which if your thing comes in that, I don't know what happens, but it is that kundali. Okay, so I'll just start sharing my presentation of that one. Where is that one? Okay, can you see this chart? Can you see the chart on the thing? Okay, I will start from here. Now, first thing is, just look at this fellow. Okay, one peculiar thing about Lal Kita thing is they consider house number 1 to house number 6 as pehle ke ghar, former houses, and 7 to 12 as baad ka ghar, latter houses. Okay, and for some odd reason which I have still not got to the depth of it is the arrows should always be considered hitting from left to right. Okay, from the pehle ka ghar to the baad ka ghar, other than in 3 situations which I will explain to you in a minute. Okay, so basically just understand when they say pehle ka ghar, it is 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are baad ka ghar. Okay, that is all. Now, as far as aspects are concerned, you know, like we have our 60 degrees, 120 degrees, this, that, whatever it is. Okay, here also they have got similar things, which you'll understand in just a minute how they work. So, firstly, there is an aspect which is 100% effective, यानी पूरा 100% उसका प्रभाव देगा. There is 50% and there are 25% aspects. Like how we say 180 degrees of ping pong, 90 degrees is bad, 150 is less bad, like that. Okay. So इसमें क्या है? ये बीच में का केंद्र houses है ना, and mark the arrow का start and arrow का end. That is very important. This is थोड़ा सा जरा अलग है इधर इनका भाषा. So from 1 to 7 or from 4 to 10, this aspect gives 100% result. Okay, so if there is a planet here and there is a planet here and both are friends, this fellow will give 100% benefit to this guy. But if this guy is an enemy and this guy obviously the enemy of that, this fellow will give all the bad to him, 100% bomb फेंकेगा. Okay, now these are very peculiar hits, but this is like default. इससे आगे कुछ नहीं कि third house से 11th and third house से 9th. That is one aspect. Okay, and 5th house and 9th is another aspect. Okay, don't ask me what it is, I don't know. So basically a planet in the third, like how we say 180 degrees में यहाँ से यहाँ मारेगा या यहाँ से यहाँ मारेगा या यहाँ से मारेगा. 7th दृष्टि we consider as 180 degrees and 30, 60, 90 we consider as 90 degrees. So here they have got specific thing कि third house से दृष्टि इधर 11वें पे जाएगी and third house से 9वें पे भी आएगी. 5वें घर से 9वें पे जाएगी. And these give 50% effect. So a hit from the 5th house to the 9th house is 50% of the power. That's why I've written here 50%. From here, it will give 50% over here. It will give 50% over here. If there is no planet sitting over here, this fellow will give 50%, balance 50% खुद के पास ही रहेगा. From here, he will give 50% over here, balance 50% खुद के पास ही रहेगा. Okay, so these are 50% hits. Then there is a 25% hit. 25% hits का क्या है? 2 to 6, 6 to 12, या 8 to 12. Okay, so what it basically means is from 2 to 6. This is like I told you over here. These are only 3 exceptions where it hits from पहले घर to पहला घर या दूसरे घर से पहला घर. So basically, sorry, from former to former or from latter to former. Like here, if you see, it is former to former, second to sixth. The only exception where a planet can hit from sixth to second is given to Saturn. If Saturn is seated in the sixth house, it is capable of ulta drishti bolte hain, hitting back and devastating the second house. Because abhi uska, all these things have a story behind it. So you remember I told you Saturn is snake. When I was telling the Karak Tattva, I told you Saturn ka pehla thing I told you was snake. Sixth house, if you remember, I told you is Patal. तो सांप रहता है वो अंडरग्राउंड रहता है, सो पाताल में रहता है, and always a snake supposedly has his head always towards the opening bill के उधर. So snake can come out of the thing and look towards the second house. No other animal can do that. So that is why Saturn snake seated in the sixth house Patal can look back over here and hit back at the second house and devastate that. Okay. So first drishti that we saw was 25% was from second to the sixth, which is an exception because it is not from first to the second house, former to latter. From sixth, there is an aspect to the 12th house, which is our normal 180 degrees. Okay. And then there is what is called as a ulti drishti. Why ulti drishti? Because from latter to former, so 8 to second. You understand? So basically, they look at only two ulti drishtis. One is from sixth to second, that is only for Saturn. And then there is a general ulti drishti from 8 to second. Understood? So basically, ye 100%, ye like it is like a S or like a ulta Z, whatever you want to call it. It's, you know, whatever. So this is tuck, tuck, and tuck. This is 50%, and these are 25%. Okay? Okay. Now, there is something here. What they say is, any planet gets its foundation from the planet fifth away from it. So, ulta agar jao, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have written over here 120 degrees for you people will understand, because what we call 120 degrees, it's a positive hit, right? So if there is a planet here, it will give a 30, 60, 90, 120 degree positive hit to this one. Understanding? So this is not Lal Kitab ka thing, this is our Potli ka theorem. But when I read this, that thing came to my mind and that is how it's set in my head. Ki every planet considers the planet fifth away from it as the foundation. So if this fellow is strong, this fellow has a strong foundation, he becomes strong. If this guy is weak, this guy will become weak. Understood? Okay. Not understood? Okay. Let me explain like this. अपना 120 degree का theorem क्या है प्रश्न? That any planet will give a 30, 60, 90, 120 positive, 100% positive hit to that guy. यानी अगर ये इधर बैठा है, ये इधर 120 का दे रहा है, तो ये पूरा उसका अमृत उसके ऊपर pour कर रहा है. It's giving it a positive, so it is giving it a boost. पूरा boost दे रहा है. Same thing is here कि उल्टा बोल रहे वो लोग. वो क्या बोल रहे हैं? This fellow takes this as the foundation. This is your planet number 1, 30, 60, 90, 120. So this guy is taking this planet as the foundation. If this fellow is weak, iska foundation weak ho gaya. If this guy is strong, iska strong ho gaya. That is the theorem. Plus that's all. Nothing more. Now this they are not.
Manish, one more thing. Ekas, one more thing. You said that they go in the clockwise manner, no?
The
hits go anti-clockwise. Okay.
Everything is anti-clockwise. Only that ulti drishti from the 8th house to the 2nd house. That is ulti drishti 1 acres. Okay, that is also not clockwise. It is anti-clockwise only. वैसे देखा तो 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 है ना. But it is ulti in the sense because they always say former to latter, not latter to former. That is the only thing. And the other one, like I said, from 6 to 2 is only for
That's mixed up with म्हणजे पहले
I always say for former to latter. ये तो बात का घर like that. Okay, so this is that base ka thing. Now a similar thing like over 90 degrees, it is very similar. That's why I keep saying, you know, every time I see it, मेरे को similar लगता है. It is saying danger from 10 to itself. 10 to itself, if you see, let's take it here, 30, 60, 90. Now what is 10? From here, if you count like this also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you can't ulta, if this is 1, this is 12, 11, 10, 30, 60, 90. समझ में आ रहा है? Have you understood? So danger from 10 to itself. 10वें घर से धोखा. So in our language, if you go to see, it is 90 degrees. Are you understanding all of it? Correct? So basically, this is another aspect which they have said. So here we understand it, we very well understand it as 90 degrees. So अपने को दिमाग में तो कुछ problem ही नहीं इसका. ये 120 degrees का भी कुछ problem. So if you see any planet and like how we go ulta and see 120 degrees से कहाँ से positive hit देने का. So it is here, you know. And then somewhere I read, I don't remember why I remembered you guys. I wanted to copy and paste and tell you this, that you know, the theory which they work over in this is very similar. Almost the words are also very similar to what we say. You know, ki instead of you know, getting a positive hit from somebody else, you convert. Or sorry, instead of demolishing the culprit, you turn him into a healer. Same words, same words in different, obviously, accent maybe, so to say. What they say is, if there are two planets, remedy ke liye, there are three ways in which they do remedies. One is they kill this planet. So they bury that planet. So ek varsh par mein, for 1 year, it is out of action. They bury it. Okay. Or second is they move it. Okay. So it is similar to our 120 degrees thing, so to say. Yahan se wo negative hit maar raha hai, to isko move karo. And third thing is that they convert this into a healer. You remember our words every time, you know, we keep saying the same thing, which we have been saying for last 3, 4, 5 months, whatever. And last week I heard the same thing. The 3 ways of remedies. One is to bury that planet. Second is to move that planet. And third is to make it into a healer. Same words. That's why Preeti and I keep telling, you know, for some gut feeling, I feel that Portly and this is going to merge at some point. Okay, chalo, let's go back to this. So this was the thing. So here, actually, what I understood of it, I've made it like a diagram, though it is not required. What this means is this red ka thing, Kendra house, these are all the 100% aspect ka things. This yellow one, if you remember, it was 3 to 11 and 3 to 9 and 5 to 9. So ye yellow wala jo hai, wo 50% wala bracket ho gaya. And this, if you remember, it was 6 to 12 or 2 to 6 or 8 to this thing was 25% aspect. You remember that? So this is very this thing. And they consider 7th aspect as an arm drishti. I still don't know what they want by that, but arm drishti is like a general thing, which we consider as 180 degrees. That's why I've written a similar to Portly 180 degrees. So arm drishti, armne samne. This 1/8 ka thing, I'm still confused on it, but I think what they mean by 1/8 is basically like we have 1/7 ka 180 degree ka bad hit, na takkar ki drishti they call it. Here they consider 1/8 instead of 1/7. I'm still not clear on this. I don't want to talk much on that, but I still remember one thing, that if these two are friends, it will be a harmonious thing. If they're enemy, they'll hit each other. Okay. This was slide number 1. Are you clear with this? Okay, so these are the aspects. Now we'll go to the types of horoscopes. Now there is any difficulty over here so far? All okay? Okay, this simple. Once you see the chart and you go through it at your leisure.
It's little new. It will take little time to absorb.
No, actually, it's not like that. Today, actually, I'm rushing through it. That's why if I had taken across 2 turns, now you would have been very easy. See, it's very simple. There are 100%, 50%, 25% potency ka hits. Okay, they will always go from left to right. 100% will be from up to down. First house, that is in the first former thing, pehle ka ghar. 7th house, baad ka ghar. 100%. 4 to 10th, Kendra ka houses. So ye jo cross ho gaya, 100%. Barabar. Then I told you there are peculiar things. 3 and 5 samajh lo. Just remember these 2 full triangle houses which are pointing this words. No? 3rd is also pointing like this, 5th is also pointing. So ye idhar maar raha hai, ye idhar maar raha hai, ye additional 3rd wala idhar maar raha hai. It will get set. Mera to ek minute mein. So you look at it like a Z, but always it is coming this way. Okay. Now 2, 6, 8, 12 danger houses. 6, 8, 12 to you know. 2 is also considered as a Marak house. If you study with Parashari, you will understand. Second, if it's Marak, Badak houses, aise sab rehte hai. So forget that. But basically, if you see, they are called as the stamba of the kundali. 2, 4, 6, 8. You know, it's like the post, table ke post ke jaisa, table ka kya bolte hain isko, legs. So there is a hit from 2 to 6. There is a hit from 6 to 12, and there is a ulti drishti from 8 to 2. So in a way, 8 is also connected to 12. No? Because 8 hits 6, or 8 hits 2, 2 hits 6, 6 hits 12. So these are all 25% ka drishti. समझा श्रुति? That is all there is to it. बस इसके आगे कुछ है ही नहीं. Okay. Now we will go to the types of kundalis. Now there are certain default kundalis. Okay. I am not going through all this. You can read it at leisure. I will tell you all this in 2 sentences only. एक आधे अंधे ग्रहों की कुंडली बोलते हैं. आधे अंधे, half blind, or it is also called रात अंधी or night blind कुंडली. उसका एक ही situation है. There is no option to it. If that fellow's chart में Saturn is seated in the 7th house and Sun is seated in the 4th house, this becomes a आधे अंधी ग्रहों की कुंडली. उसका logic, I'll tell you what I've understood of it. That we go in an anti-clockwise manner. Okay. So Sun को कितने घर मिले? 1, 2, 3. Saturn को कितने मिले? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Saturn is taking care of 75% of the kundali, and Sun is taking care of only 25% of the kundali. So Saturn, there is another concept where the entire 24 hours has been given to the 9 planets, starting from Jupiter at 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way to Saturn going all through the night, and the Prahar just before 4 to 6 given to Ketu. That I'll explain later on. But in short, Saturn is black, Saturn is night, Saturn is full andhera. So basically क्या होता है? This fellow's horoscope is ruled 75% by Saturn. Okay, and if you know Vedic में Saturn में it has also got a 10th drishti, 36. So it is from your 12th, 11th, 10th, or you see it this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you know this thing also in अपना what is it called? Vedic में special aspect बोलते हैं. So Saturn has got 3, 7, and 10. Okay, so basically Saturn is hitting Sun by the 10th aspect. So उसको अंधेरा छा रहा है उसके ऊपर. Sun has got only 7वीं दृष्टि. बराबर? 7वीं दृष्टि में कुछ भी नहीं इधर. So no effect. So basically this becomes रात अंधी. It is आधी अंधी. रात अंधेरी म्हणतात. Half blind. So basically what they say is that you do your work in the only 6 hours of the day. बाकी का thing don't do anything. That you read this, you'll understand. It is very simple. Okay. Now there is something called अंधे ग्रहों की कुंडली, blind planets. उसका भी situation क्या है? It is all pertaining to 10th house. ये ध्यान में रखो. Like here it was this only. यही it is पत्थर पे लकीर कि your planet Saturn has to be in the 7th house and your Sun has to be in the 4th house. No permutation combination, over and done. Okay. If in your 10th house there are 2 or more enemy planets sitting together, or debilitated planets, or there is an enemy planet aspecting this fellow, then it is called as a blind planet wala horoscope or andhe graho ki kundli. Why? Saturn ka, like I told you, snake. I forgot to tell you at that point. Saturn is also very much concerned with eyesight. In Lal Kitab, your vision, eyes are taken by Saturn. Okay, so what happens is, if any enemy planet comes and sits here, Saturn blinds them off. That's why it is called as a blind kundli. So basically what happens is, like I've written here, all planets are asleep, and it leads to unsuccessful in life, especially work related, because karmastan, 10th house. Okay, so this is andhe graho ki kundli. Okay, this page 38 and all don't bother, because like I told you, I refer other books and I write also, so uska to bhi mera reference. Now this one, बिल मुकाबिल कुंडली बोलते हैं. This is an interesting thing. इसमें क्या है? It is let me explain it to you first on the screen, then we'll come here. The way it comes in front of my eyes is, if let us say you and your friend are sitting together in a room and chatting, so you all are having fun, nice, everything, and everything is harmonious. Suddenly a third person comes in who may be your friend, but he may be your friend's enemy. Let us say you and I are sitting together. So this third one comes, he's your friend, but I don't like him. So I'll be uncomfortable, but you are very comfortable. Okay. So then अपने दोनों में झगड़ा हो जाएगा. I will say boss इसको निकाल दे. तू बोलेगा अरे वो मेरा friend है, वो क्यों जाए? So what happens is we two are close friends, but because this third guy comes into the picture, you and I become takkar. That is bil mukabil kundi hota hai. You understand? So I'll just explain to you in a very simple way. So basically, like Mercury, Venus, and Sun. Okay. So you'll understand that Sun and Mercury are friends. Now, how I remember this, I'll tell you. Sun is father. Mercury, if you remember, I told you glass and the daughter. Okay. So father always considers daughter as a friend. Okay. But now, either one dikhega, you see in the chart, you remember my words, you remember. Mercury considers Sun as equal. Why? Because, it's a typical daughter wala thing, though I don't have a daughter, but my observation. As daughters grow up, they try to bully their father. Khana khaya kya? Abhi idhar baitho, cigarette mat piyo, kitna daru piya, bas ho gaya, so jao, tan tum. So that is how daughter. Preeti Ben has fallen out. No, you are there, no, Preeti Ben? Okay. So basically, that is how I had sort of woven that story. So basically, in short, Sun and Mercury are friends. But Sun and Venus, there can be enmity. Sun is the husband, Venus is the wife. So obviously, you can understand. I don't want to all married men here. So I will not say much. But anyway, so that is what, I have to make a story, to remember like that. This, that Jupiter is equal to liver. वो कैसे ध्यान में रखने का कि J ऐसे और L ऐसे है तो Jupiter liver because अपना kidney is Venus and Jupiter is liver. ये कितना फास्ट तुम्हारे दिमाग में रहेगा नहीं रह सकता ना every time will be साला liver है कि वो है कि क्या so Jupiter and liver are like this no J is like this L is like this so Jupiter liver K kidney का K में से डांडा निकाल दो तो V रहेगा ना तो Venus. So Venus is kidney, Jupiter is liver. Like that I keep weaving stories to मेरा दिमाग में रहता है. So not to tax the brain, that is the main thing. So here also like Venus and husband wife are best of friends. So that's why there could be some red going there. Okay, but these two are friends. These two are friends. These two are enemies. So this fellow will say ये करो. So ये दोनों दूर हो जाएंगे. ये दोनों दूर हो जाएंगे. You understand? So basically the story of this is. See, if you remember, I told you Mercury is green sabut ki dal. Mercury is green, right? So hare sabut ki dal is representative of Mercury. Remedy, I'm telling you. Sun is tamba. If you remember, I told you tamba. So the remedy for this is that तांबे के लोटे में हरे साबुत की दाल डालना है और ऊपर से कलई से वो बंद करना है उसको. Kalai is that that lacquer or whatever it's called. लाख not lacquer लाख. और बहते पानी में छोड़ देना. बहते पानी, if you remember, I told you is moon. Moon is mother. All planets, including Rahu, when they come into the fourth house or fourth Rashi or are in Yuti with the moon, shant ho jate. It is like saying that the rascal is sitting in the mother's lap. He will not do any mischief. Actually, it should be in the father's lap because father is chamata marega, mother might not hit, but anyway, whatever it is. So that is how it is. So the remedy for this is this. Otherwise, like I've written here, else the wife will get affected because कैसे wife दूर हो जाते हैं ना. ये दोनों friends है. ये तीसरा sample बीच में आ गया तो ये दोनों दूर हो गए. And if you see in any damn chart, I would say 90% of the chart, you will always see Sun and Mercury in the same house or one house here or there. It is never like 3-4 houses away. If it is 3-4 houses away, it's supposed to be bad. Okay. So what happens is, ये by default ना Mercury Sun को चिपक जाएगा. Sun को चिपक जाएगा तो दूर कौन हो गया? Venus दूर हो गया ना. Because ये दोनों तो शत्रु है, ये दोनों चिपक गए. So Venus दूर हो गया. Venus is wife. So in such a situation, it is said that the wife gets affected or money gets affected. If you remember, I said Venus is also money, Lakshmi. If you remember when I told you the Karak Tattva. So the thing is, ये दोनों को एक साथ बोला के बह देने. So then Venus is saved like that. You understand? That is that. Now this is one of the last ones. Sati Graha, no, not last. There are two more. But Sati Graha ka kundli is very simple. Okay, but you need to be little observant. It's very simple, but you need to be observant. What it means is, when Rashis and planets exchange each other, they are called companion houses or Sati Graha. Manje basically, this is what 10th house. 10th house is what Saturn. Barabar? This is what 5th house. 5th is what Sun. So when Sun goes and sits in the 10th house and Saturn comes and sits in the 5th house, this is a Sati Graha ki Kundali. Are you understanding? Okay. So these are sometimes there are two more, and then we can take a break over there. Okay. Now this is a Dharmi Graha ki Kundali. Again, there are some set conditions, so there is no discussion on it. What are the conditions? Ki Rahu or Ketu in the 4th house. Like just now what I told you, same thing here, mother moon. So माँ की गोद में आके बैठा तो राहु शांत हो जाता है. या Rahu or Ketu in Yuti with moon anywhere in the horoscope. Okay, Rahu and Ketu with moon Yuti. Yuti is together, conjunction, anywhere in the chart. Or Saturn sitting in 11th house, that is Jupiter ka pakka ghar. Yes, Saturn and Jupiter Yuti anywhere in the horoscope. Okay, basically kaisa hai ki Jupiter is supposed to be the teacher of all planets. Okay, and Saturn is the fellow who creates the obstacles or difficulties, so to say. So when Saturn, who is the creator of difficulties, comes under the influence of the master of all planets, ye shant ho jata hai. Okay, so in these 4 conditions, this is called as a Dharmi Graha ki Kundali. Uska repercussion idhar likha ho, baad mein pad lo. Basically, if this fellow does any nastic work, he will get destroyed as well. So he should not do any nastic work. But that doesn't mean that if you don't have a Dharmi Kundali, don't do nastic work. So don't, in any case, whether hai ki nahi, ye hai na, this I have not understood properly. I have understood the concept behind it, but I don't know how to use it. They are called Achanak Chot ki Drishti. मैं ये सब ठपक, I don't know how you look at it. So 30, 60, ऐसे hits है. I have not understood this, and the way he had explained it also for 10 minutes, it confused me even more. So I have just kept it over here. Achanak Chot ki Drishti hai. It is basically said that these are drishti, aspects which suddenly happen, and you are not sort of aware of it. Suddenly, something, you're walking on the road and something comes and hits you. That is that Achanak Chot ki Drishti. I don't know anything beyond that. Okay. Now, ye Milavat ki Drishti hai. So Milavat is basically when a planet aspects a planet or a planet aspects a house, they sort of merge together. Okay. It is like saying basically you have a glass of milk and you put sugar in it, so it becomes one. Okay. So there are 2 types of drishti. One is a Budh ki drishti, Budh ki Milavat, and Mangal ki Milavat. Okay. And in simple words, what I've understood is Budh ki Milavat is our 100% drishti. If you remember that first chart which I had shown you. And Mangal ki drishti is the 50% one thing. If you remember here, 3rd to 11th, 3rd to 9th, 5th to 9th. Okay. 2nd to 6th, 6th to 12th, 8th to 2nd. Oh, same 50 and 25%. So I've written over here. This is what I understood out of it. It is not given this way, but basically it is that Budh ki Milavat is our 100% thing. Mangal ki Milavat is the 25 and 50% thing. And iske andar, these I think are finally going to be the symptomatic things, because kya hai, from this it is said that this is seen on the native. Okay, you understand my native. The effect of this is seen on the native, and you need to ask him certain questions to get the answer. Like for example, तुम्हारे घर के बाजू में बहता नाला है क्या? You have to ask him that. From that you will understand over here. This is what I have understood of it. Symptomatic. While this is not seen on the fellow, but it is seen on his relatives. So like for example, what they say is, तुम्हारे घर के किसी एक बुजुर्ग का एक टांग नकली रहेगा. Okay, तो वो कुछ सबको बुजुर्ग का बैठ के टांग खींच के निकालने का जरूरत नहीं. You can make out that इसका टांग नकली है. So like that. So that is basically the मंगल का मिलाव. Okay. Now इसका जरूरत नहीं है. This is one last thing which you need to understand, which I'll tell you just now. Must make we have done. Okay. This is the last one. I'll just explain this and then we can wrap it up here. Did I take more than 1 hour? No, 9:30 we started. No, for 1 hour. Perfect. Perfect timing. Okay. There are just 2 more concepts which you have to understand, and that is then you are on par with me. One is a Soya Ghar and Soya Graha. sleeping house or a sleep house and a sleep planet. Now, what is the thing? In very simple words, I've just written this in 4 lines. Although that lecture was for 1 hour, this is very simple. Soya Ghar, if condition number 1, it doesn't have a planet in it, empty house. Like just look at this fellow, empty house. And second condition is no planet is aspecting it. Now, when we talk of aspect, it is at 180 degrees. Means amne samne. Okay. So just don't look at this blue Saturn because that is a different horoscope. Just look at this house and this house. दोनों blank है ना. So this house, इसमें planet बैठा है क्या? नहीं. So first condition of Soya Ghar house is fulfilled. Is there any planet over here which is aspecting it? No. So then this is a Soya Ghar. Fourth house is Soya Ghar in this thing. 10th house will also be a Soya Ghar in that. Soya Graha is when a planet doesn't have an adversary. Ping pong खेलने को कोई नहीं. Like for example, अभी consider this Saturn. This Saturn, does it have anyone here to play ping pong with? No. So this fellow is a sleeping planet. The only exception is when it is in his Pakka Ghar, PQR, P wala. So let us say, just for discussion's sake, okay, I know this. In this house, we know that Saturn is Pakka. So if Saturn is seated here and there is nothing here, still this fellow will not be a Soya Hua planet. Simple. So Soya Hua Graha, Soya Ghar house. First condition is this fellow has to be empty and there must be nobody in front to give him any aspect. ये भी नहीं, दोनों empty, तो घर सोया हुआ. Graha सोया हुआ मुझे if this fellow is here and there is nobody here to give it back to him 180 degree वाला ये. Okay, so this fellow is सोया हुआ. This fellow will not be सोया हुआ if it is in its पक्का house. तो PQR वाला सब में देखो उधर है तो वो जगा हुआ है, otherwise it is asleep. And then to wake up the planet, there are specific planets का list which I have written over there. I don't know the remedy of that. Those planets you have to use to जगाने के लिए. बस. This is 2 months of Lal Kitab in 1 hour. Finished. And this is the essence of it. If you just read it, it will be the same thing what I have told you. But you know, for revision, suppose tomorrow suddenly you forget what is Dharmi Graha. So just see that those 4 conditions which are there of Rahu Ketu with Moon or Rahu Ketu Yuti with Moon or Saturn with Jupiter or Saturn Jupiter with Yuti. And demand it will stay. And mera ek hi understanding of all this is there. What I have told you in this last 1 hour is the complete foundation of Lal Kitab. Okay, and you have to learn it like how you did the cursive handwriting or you understand A, B, C, D or things. But don't question C के बाद में D क्यों आता है, C के पहले B क्यों आता है. Don't ask that. It is there. At this point of time, we are not competent to counter that. Okay. And another thing is, you all see, you all can also do it if you all have time to try to weave a story. I have already started, so maybe you all don't do it because it will be conflicting stories about how sun is friend of this, but this is not friend of that. वो सब मैंने एक basic बनाया है. So more or less, I am understanding how it works. Like Ketu and Mercury का क्या relation है? Like Ketu is the sun, Mercury is the daughter. So how they look at each other, how a daughter looks at the mother, how a daughter looks at another wife. So daughter looking at the mother is like Moon and Mercury. Daughter looking at another girl getting married is Moon and Venus, or Mercury and Venus. So so basically it is like that. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I think it is that Moon considers Mercury as the enemy because Mercury is a daughter. She takes control of the father. So the wife has lost control over the father. So ऐसा है ना, I'm making up stories like this for to remember. Logic बाद में आएगा. But Mercury considers Moon as a friend. The daughter considers the mother as a friend. She's my friend. But she says that मेरा हिस्सा तुमने ले लिया, sort of. So like that, that daughter-in-law and mother कैसे हो जाता है. So Venus is the daughter-in-law. Moon is the mother. So Moon considers the daughter-in-law Venus as the enemy because उसने मेरा बेटा छीन लिया. Okay, and the daughter-in-law is telling the thing that I am equal to you because तू क्या है, मैं भी वो कर सकती हूँ. Something like that. हिंदी फिल्म का story पूरा बना दिया मैंने उसमें से. वो दिमाग में रह जाता है.
एकदम perfect बनाया है.
पूरा वो सब नवग्रह का सब हो जाएगा ना. So once that story is there in front of our eyes, maybe I'll make a full big cartoon picture of that entire thing also. So because otherwise it is very difficult to remember this, and especially like Dilip Kaka has done Parashari. So for him, it is like unlearning AutoCAD and learning Revit. So pura production hai, ulta production hai pura. So we are fortunate we have not gone so deep into Parashari. इसलिए ठीक है. Other that friend enemy ka thing is also different over there. Here also it is different. You know. 1 minute, I'll just put this on pause now.